Hello students, welcome to the Fun Known. Today we are going to study another interesting topic of coordinates which is known as rotation. Students, let us understand rotation of a point first. A rotation is an isometric transformation that turns every point of a figure through a specified angle and direction about a fixed point. That means a rotation of a point is a your turn of that point with a specific angle and in a specific direction on the fixed point. So here students, you have to remember there are three main important things which will help us to describe rotation. First thing is direction. You should know students, whenever anyone is talking about rotation, it is very much compulsory to know in which direction the rotation is going to be. It will be clockwise or it will be counterclockwise. As the clock moves, if the rotation is in the same type, then it will be known as clockwise direction. If it is going to be opposite to the clockwise, then it will be known as counterclockwise. Second thing, students, whenever if someone is telling that there is a rotation of a point, the second thing which should come in your mind is what is the angle in degrees. Is the rotation of that point is from 90 degrees, for 180 degrees, for 270 degrees, or whichever the degree is. But for rotation, angle in degree is compulsory. Next, the third point, which is also an important point, is what is the center point or what is the fixed point through which the rotation will happen. So these 3 points which you have to keep in mind whenever somebody is going to tell you about rotation in coordinates. Now students, let us understand the rotation about the origin with 90 degrees of rotation. So students, you have to keep in mind when rotating a point 90 degrees, that is counterclockwise, means opposite to clockwise direction. Our original point was a x comma y. When we are rotating this point through 90 degrees counterclockwise, it becomes a dash minus y comma x. In other words, if you will see, this was our original point, that is a x comma y. It becomes a dash minus y comma x. That means here switching of the positions x and y happens, because here x was first, now here y is first, here y was second, here x is second. So switching of x and y position happens and y became negative. So whenever someone will be telling you 90 degree of rotation, that means x and y has switched their positions plus y became negative. You can see over here students, in here original a point, it was 1 comma 2, that was the original point. 1 will be x and 2 will be y. As 90 degree of rotation counterclockwise, you can see the new points which we are getting. 2 will be on y position, that becomes minus 2, that is minus y over here, and x which was on 1 position, here it become y is equal to 1. So the new values is minus 2 comma 1 a dash, new point, that is a dash minus 2 comma 1. So positions of x and y has been exchanged from the original point and y became negative. This is all about 90 degree of rotation over a point, students. We'll go further and now we'll see 180 degree of rotation. So as we have seen 90 degree of rotation, we'll similarly see 180 degree of rotation, but here the rotation points or the solution what we are going to get is somewhat different than 90 degree. Now here when we are rotating a point 180 degrees counterclockwise, original point was a x comma y, but after rotating 180 degrees, students, remember both x and y becomes negative. So whenever someone is telling the rotation of a point is happening of 180 degrees counterclockwise, then you can say the new points which are going to be formed will be negative. So here the position of x and y will be same. Positions are not switching at all. Positions are same, but x and y becomes negative. So the new points will be minus x comma minus y. See here students, the original point was 1 comma 2, but here after 180 degree of rotation, our a dash, that is a new point, will be minus 1 comma minus 2, right? Now we'll go towards our next rotation. Next type of rotation students, it is 270 degrees. So 270 degree of rotation. If someone is telling okay, this is a point and rotate this point for 270 degrees, then what we will do? If 270 degrees rotation counterclockwise, then our original point will be ax comma y, but becomes this ax comma y after rotating 270 degrees, it becomes a new point a dash y comma x minus. That means x and y are switching their positions over here. Y became first and x is coming after that. X and y has switched their position, plus here y is positive and x become negative. I hope you remember students, in 90 degree also the same thing happened. X and y switched their position, but in 90 degrees y became negative, x was positive, and in 270 degrees x became negative and y is positive. So if we will see, this is our original point, which is a1 comma 2, and if we are switching this point with 270 degrees, we can see our new point is 2 comma minus 1. So here we'll have a revision once again students. If this is the original point a1 comma t 1 comma 2, then 90 degrees rotation, what will be our new point? A dash 2, yes, minus 2 comma 1, because switching the position, plus, yes, y will become minus, that's why minus 2 comma 1. Then 180 degrees is, what will be 180 degrees? A dash minus 1 comma minus 2. Very good, if 180 degree of rotation is there. And 270 degrees rotation, then a dash 2 comma minus 1.
Students, we have already seen how the rotation works in coordinates. We have seen three types of rotation, that is 90 degree rotation, 180 degree rotation and 270 degree rotation. Now we'll see some examples of rotation in coordinates. Our first question is, we want to find the image A dash of point A 3, 4 under rotation by 90 degrees about the origin. Students, just reread the question again. They are telling there is a point which is A, this coordinates of that point is 3, 4, and that point A is rotated. Specifically they have told the rotation of point A is by 90 degrees about origin. Means point A is going to rotate on 90 degrees. So let's see the solution. Firstly, student, as per the question, whatever the question they have given us, we'll just plot the points on the graph as per the question. We can just imagine there is a rectangle where one vertex is at the origin and opposite, another vertex is at the opposite position A. So one vertex I can consider this, which is at the origin, and opposite to this vertex there is vertex A, which contains point 3, 4 as per given in the question. So this is our graph which is already given to us. Now we'll go towards this solution, what exactly the solution it is and how we will rotate this point A 3, 4 and find out the new points of A dash. This was our question student, which is already given A 3, 4. Now we have to tilt this rectangle by 90 degrees, tipping this rectangle by 90 degrees on its side. It will look something like this students. So our point was A, this was our point A 3, 4. Now we can see our new point is this. So point A is moving here. This is our A dash, a new point. Now how this point has tilted because of 90 degree. Now we'll see the positions of the point has been changed, or the positions has been switched. We'll see first this 4 which was there on y-axis is now shifted to the x-axis and became minus 4. This 3 was there on x-axis is now tilted or tipped and shifted to y-axis. With x-axis it was there, it has now shifted to y-axis. So we can see the position, students. 3, it was there on x-axis, which is shifted to y-axis, and 4, which was there on y-axis, has shifted to x-axis. While shifting, it has changed its sign also. It was positive 4 here, it has changed to negative 4. I hope, student, you remember that while rotating 90 degrees, the position of x and y swaps or swap. So here again the position of x and y are swapping. Here a was 3 comma 4, but here we can see now a dash will be, this is our a dash, and a dash will be minus 4 comma 3. So 3 and 4 positions are swapped, and while swapping, obviously the y becomes negative. So positions are swapped and y become negative, and this is how the rotation of 90-degree works. I hope you all know, students, and you understand how the things work in rotation. The points has been swapping their positions, x and y has swapped their position, plus y becomes negative. Now see this image, you can see a3 comma 4 is under rotation of 90 degrees, and now the new point a dash becomes minus 4 comma 3. With this, students, we'll end our class now. Thank you so much for being with us on the fun note. Thank you, students.